If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
It is a weird week. I almost forget what a bye week is like.
It's a weird Monday night. This is the first Monday night, 18 weeks we haven't had a football game? College football, it's all right, but hell, I'd watch Tampa play Jacksonville.
No,
because yes, I would. Because that's just what I do. I watch football.
Nobody wants to watch Tampa play Jacksonville. That's awful.
By the way, what about all the firings, man? It's Bloody Monday, as they call it, right?
Yeah, but nothing was surprising. These are all things they could have done 3 weeks ago. Really, you surprised that the Bucs fired Raheem Morris? That the players quit on him.
They never came back from London.
Correct.
That was their problem.
That is accurate. So. Yeah, to me this week, it's weird because, as I said when we were talking to Brendan, I felt smitten today. And usually on Monday, we use Monday as sort of our bitch session, right? Like we all complain about certain things about the Ravens. Like, yeah, they won, but they didn't win by enough. Or, yeah, they won, but Cam Cameron sucks. And I just couldn't deal with it today. I couldn't put up with it today. I couldn't hear a negative word. I was that happy about the fact that this team won, they won a division, and they can sit home and get healthy for a week. So I'm very happy about that.
I got in the car this morning, just to give everybody my pathway. I wound up in Cincinnati last night, drove to Louisville, got to Louisville at 11, woke up at 4, flew home at 5:55, got home at 7:40, put the car on, put Drew on, and the first thing I heard was Jerry bitching about the Ravens sitting on a 17-3 lead, right? A 17-3 is correct score, right?
Well, they ran the ball. How dare they?
Yeah. How dare
you run the ball?
Any team with confidence would throw the ball in the wind when it's 40 miles an hour with a 14-point lead on the road with home field advantage.
Yeah, but next week you ran the ball too much.
When you're buying the drugs, in Dundalk, we didn't have best. We only had good and better. We didn't get the best drugs in Dundalk. That was usually up here in Delaney or where the rich kids went. Stick to the good, because the best drugs, this is what they do to your mind.
My drugs are okay.
Well, that's because you've moved from better. You've gone from good to better.
Right.
But I don't understand this fascination with bitching about the 4 losses on the road instead of talking about.
All right.
Joe Flacco is the winningest quarterback in the history of the National Football League through 4 seasons.
That's a fact. That's true. That's a fact.
And he looks almost as sexy as I do with the fruit.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
I don't know about that. And here's the thing. On some weeks I get it. Some weeks I'm at least willing to hear it out and just say something like, look, if they play like this next week
after
against this
Seattle,
opponent,
after Jacksonville, they played about 12 minutes yesterday. That was a bad Raven road game, which was the first 12 minutes of the second half when the Bengals got back in the game. And if you let them back in the game on the road, you're opening up. Come on, how many people thought something negative yesterday right around 6 o'clock, right? Just started to think, oh my God, here we go again. And I got called a negative Nelly yesterday on my Facebook and Twitter just for saying things aren't going well right now here in the third quarter. I got called negative. By the way, who was the only guy at NST that picked the Ravens to win this week? Me.
I don't know.
What was the score I picked?
I think Thurl did.
What was the score I picked? 24-16. So this is the foo and FU. So that's that.
Nice guy. I wonder why they call you nasty. I've never understood that.
I'm getting out of my shell here. Now that Brendan's gone.
I'm glad you finally decided to join
I'm picking it up. But I don't get it. I don't understand it, and I'm going to quell it. And if you're going to bitch about Joe Flacco, go watch the game. Go be a Steelers fan. If 4 years in the playoffs and a division championship and the winningest start and never missing a snap, if that's not good enough for you, go get Phillip freaking Rivers. He's not playing football this week.
Here's my thing. I'm usually willing to at least listen, to at least say, okay, I understand your point, and yes, in this stretch they didn't play very well, but here's what I know. This team was hurt, clearly hurt.
Very much.
This team doesn't have a game to play this weekend, so who the hell are you worried about? What are you worried about coming out of yesterday's game?
What are we worried about?
Moving forward.
If Marshall could play yesterday, he'll play in 2 weeks. Bolden, closer to playing. B.A. got injured. We had
Jameel McClain, MCL, but that's not serious either.
Zibby and Jimmy Smith had concussions, and we all know how that goes. As Harbaugh says, we're not doctors, so we don't know.
Right.
But if Billy Cundiff kicked a 53-yard field goal in pregame, in pregame, he was kicking 53-yard field goals with the wind swirling, which says to me he's at least healthy, which is good. I think we may walk onto the field. We've had no awful career or season-ending injuries all year. We haven't seen anybody on extended crutches. We've lost Ray Lewis. We lost Corey Reddy. I mean, all these guys. I think we may, for the first time all year, have every single player, right, on the field.
Damn near.
Sunday.
Yeah, sure.
What's not to love about Fustivus?
I get what you're saying. To me, it's looking at a way a team matches up with another team.
Sure.
And this is the way that I love the AFC playoffs unfolding this year. Who the hell are you really scared of in a week? I mean, are you really...
Ben Roethlisberger on one leg and no Rashard Mendenhall, no Pouncey. The game would be here. We can only play the Steelers one place. Here.
Correct. Right.
Here.
It's really about the state of the Steelers right now. It's far more about the name and the history than it is that current matchup right now.
Right.
They're a shell of their former whining selves, I would think.
It's good that we can say this because other guys can't say this because everybody else has to say nice things about the Steelers.
No. Well, Brendan didn't say anything about the Steelers. He called them nameless and faceless, and I tweeted it.
Well, he said that he's okay with playing it, and he should be. That's a good matchup for the Baltimore Ravens playing the Steelers.
I don't know that going to New England, all things considered, being that they have been, and I don't want to be a negative Nelly. They've been better than we've been this year. They won more games, and so they should have home field. But I'll tell you what, if Marvin goes down to Houston and beats them, and Marvin goes directly to New England, if we take care of business, the Bengals can win in New England. Now, Houston wouldn't play in New England, so we would get them if they were to win. And then out of Pittsburgh and Denver, I mean, is anybody here afraid of Denver? If they were to beat Pittsburgh, I mean, I feel good about our chances next week, as good as I've ever felt, because we're not seeing Peyton Manning in his prime,
correct,
the way we did 5 years ago. And if we win that game, I'll either run 12 buses up to Boston with visions of Ray Rice doing what he did yesterday from 2 years ago. I was sitting with Luke. We're going to sit together in that game if that happens.
Yeah.
That was a magic moment. Or if we play a home game, it would potentially be against Cincinnati or
Houston.
No,
it would be an AFC championship.
It would be
game?
Pittsburgh, Denver, or New England. It would be the championship game.
No doubt.
And I'm okay with any scenario. I'm so okay. I spent the entire day Saturday in Indianapolis, and I don't make plans on the side to go to Indianapolis without a purpose. I've got a neighborhood there. We got enough party space for 10,000 Raven fans for 4 days. If we get there, we got a party ready. So we're prepared. I'm like a Cub Scout. Clint.
It's funny when I say if, you yell at me. You say when we get there, but you just said if. You just said if.
Correct me. Spank me.
You mean when the Ravens get to the Super Bowl?
Okay,
correct?
so here's it. Here's a new civic thing. Your thing was high fives for anybody.
I want to high five a stranger this week. You're not a stranger, but okay, that's good too.
It's high five.
Who's a stranger? Who do I not know here?
Some stranger. High five.
Come up here and give me a high five.
Come on, give a purple high five. Somebody get up.
Everybody, come on up. High five. Go Ravens.
High five.
Go Ravens.
Now here,
Go Ravens.
let's end the show with this as we're high fiving.
Ravens.
There you go. Go Ravens. Here's a new deal. Anybody that says if, and this is a new rule at the station for the next 2 weeks, anybody that uses the word if the Ravens win, if the Ravens go to the Super Bowl, you owe Living Classrooms a quarter. I'm beginning the fun.
I like that.
Any ifs, any negativity, any downtroddenness about a 100% healthy team, a home game, a quarterback that's never missed a snap, an 8-0 perfect home record. Anybody that says if, you owe Living Classrooms a quarter.
All right, give it up.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. And I don't want pre-donations because I know you're going to mess up. But hey, everybody, thank you very much. Happy New Year. Thanks for all the support for NST and for Brendan. Come on out and see our shows Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All week we got player shows, and we're going to paint the town purple. I mean,
and let's thank one more time. We need to thank High Tops Backstage Grill in Timonium. How great is this place? This place is fantastic. I'm just going to sit here and watch college football all night, I think. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. This is the station where we never stop talking Baltimore sports.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.